What's happening, guys? Chris from Hair Loss from Steroids and GoodLookingLoser.com. We do have a hair loss forum in there. Just opened 6 days ago, but it will be pretty big. About 90% of anything that you would want to know is within either that site or more likely the videos on this channel. Okay, I do have what I believe 99-100% of what you need to know at this time to significantly stall male pattern baldness from DHT will be in this channel as well. But if you have a question and you don't know the answer to it, you know, hop over to Good Looking Losers Hair Loss Forum, okay, and basically just ask the question. I can't promise that I'll answer it, but there are a lot of guys who are super familiar with this channel, and they can either link you to the right video, link you to you know, the right page or post, or just straight up tell you the answer. So if you're looking to contact me, want information about, you know, anything pretty much, at least on the subjects that I'm well versed in, Good Looking Loser, Hair Loss Subforum, and you know, if you don't get an answer to your question, I'll try my best to answer it. Alright, so do I still recommend Lipogaine? Okay, this little guy here that I started recommending about 2 years ago, and the exact time was when Perfect Image, another pretty solid source of minoxidil and azelaic acid, had 15% minoxidil, 5% azelaic acid. They had their stuff taken off the market, not just by Amazon by any means, but by the FDA, saying minoxidil 15% wasn't proven safe, despite all the hundreds of, what am I talking about, hundreds of thousands, millions of guys using it successfully. So that went off the market, and I tried this one for the very first time. Alright, Lipogaine, 5% minoxidil, 5% azelaic acid, worked great. No different actually than the 15% minoxidil. 15% minoxidil never worked better for me, so I was relieved when I got down to the 5% that, you know, nothing had really changed, but it was effective. Certainly was effective. So, but some news lately: Amazon has forced Lipogaine to pull the azelaic acid out of their formula. Now, that's not Amazon's real decision. It's not Lipogaine's decision, obviously, but the FDA must be putting pressure on Amazon, eBay, a lot of these mainstream vendors to remove it from their formula. So Lipogaine has complied, and they no longer have azelaic acid 5% in their formulas. Okay, I think the very last batch went out, you know, not long ago, but you know, it's gone now. Okay, what you can do instead, as long as you clear this up with your doctor, what I have been doing with my doctor's supervision is just getting the azelaic acid cream separately. Okay, put a little bit on your hand, alright, your finger rather, you know, conservative amount, a little goes a long way. This is actually quite strong. The azelaic acid that was in this was 5%. This buddy is 20%. On paper, 4 times stronger, not necessarily 4 times more effective, but for me, doing the exact same thing as Lipogaine did, if not slightly better, because I've noticed like some peach fuzz in the area, and things are actually looking like pretty good. You know, I have more active hairs on my head today than I did in 2009, like no question, more than 2012 too. So you know, dropping the testosterone, like, you know, I'm approved by my doctor for it, but taking it down in the normal zone, taking the thyroid down in the normal zone, which has only been about 5 weeks for that, you know, it has resulted in just more hairs being active on the head that would either fall out due to male pattern baldness or fall out due to thyroid levels, which is shedding, but nonetheless, it doesn't miniaturize like the hair loss we're speaking of, but nonetheless, like, I just had less active hairs in my head. Now, I have more active hairs in the anagen growth phase. Okay, they're not so quick to enter the catagen phase, which, you know, in turn turns into the telogen phase when they shed. So I have more active hairs on the head. You know, it looks like regrowth, but what it actually is, I mean, certainly dropping the testosterone to normal levels, but also, you know, putting the thyroid normal levels too. Result of that, definitely. Okay, and In that period of time, I've also, transitioned from Lipogaine with 5% azelaic acid to the cream plus the Lipogaine. I haven't noticed a hell of a lot of difference. Okay, if anything, things are looking up. So it's worth a try if your doctor, goes along with it. Remember, this guy is an acne treatment, anti-DHT cream, so it's certainly, it is clinically proven to remove 100% of the DHT, at least in the clinical trial, of both types. So I have no doubt that it's effective. If you have any concerns about it absorbing in the skin, you might want to suggest to your doctor to use one of those micro derma rollers, and that would help it penetrate the follicles. Like I said, rub it on 3-4 minutes, let it dry a little bit, it doesn't have to be completely dry, and then apply the minoxidil, whether it be the Lipogaine, which I do recommend, or a generic like from Kirkland, Members Mark, wherever else. Okay, it's funny how minoxidil used to be so expensive, and you can get these. Granted, they aren't the Lipogaine quality formula. For like, you get 6 months for like $22 or something, and these things used to be, I guess Rogaine still sells them at like $50 or something like that for the brand name. Their product's good, like it's definitely solid. The Rogaine phone's pretty good too, but like kind of no need, and I would go with this anyway. Dries better, has some extra goodies in it, but no longer azelaic acid, and that could be your alternative. Okay, I still recommend Lipogaine. If you have the cash, generic minoxidil is is affordable. It is useful. It is helpful. It does work. Does it work as good as Lipogaine? I don't think so. Right now, I apply this in the morning. Usually, I try to shoot for this. I'm not like, I do miss applications. I just went on vacation to Vegas for a weekend, didn't do it the whole week. Did I see elevated hair loss? I thought I did, but I just got right back home and got the hairs chewing on this stuff again, and they were happy to stay around. But still recommend Lipogaine. You might want to talk to your doctor about using the azelaic acid. It's going to do just as good for you, if not better, than the other formula, at least in my case. And I will see you around. Anything else? Do you have any questions? If so, go to the Good Looking Loser forum. Unfortunately, I can't get to the eBay or the YouTube comments in here. There's so many of them. I know guys like help each other out on here and stuff like that. But if you want to hear from me, you want to hear from our guys, based on this channel, based on our experience and stuff like that, yeah, hit us up. Good Looking Loser forum. It's a hair loss forum on there.